Welcome back to our channel for another deep dive into the captivating drama of Los Angeles. Today is a brilliant day to explore the tangled webs of love, ambition, and betrayal that define our favorite fashion dynasties. Settle in as we unpack the latest explosive developments that are about to shake the very foundations of Forrester Creations and the Logan legacy. The vibrant, neon-lit atmosphere of the newly reopened Bikini Bar provides a deceptively cheerful backdrop for the intense, emotional warfare currently brewing in Los Angeles. Deacon Sharp has finally opened the doors to his iconic establishment once again, and a lively party is in full swing, complete with pulsing music and clinking glasses. Yet, amidst the celebration and the crowded dance floor, profound personal crises are unfolding in the shadows. The juxtaposition of the upbeat environment against the heavy, life-altering decisions being made creates a palpable tension that is impossible to ignore. For some, this party is a chance at a fresh start, but for others, it is the staging ground for desperate pleas, sinister observations, and the looming threat of catastrophic revenge. Tucked away in a quiet corner of the bustling venue, Spencer is laying his heart completely bare. He has utilized this reopening party as a strategic opportunity to get closer to Electra Forrester, hoping the relaxed environment might soften the invisible walls she has erected around herself. Sitting closely on a plush couch, Will leans in, his eyes locked onto hers with an intensity that speaks volumes about his devotion. He is making a profound, impassioned plea for reconciliation. Will is desperately begging Electra to give their relationship one more chance, to look past the agonizing manipulations orchestrated by her aunt, Ivy Forrester, and the relentless interference from R.J. Forrester and Melissa Dillon. His voice is laced with a raw vulnerability as he promises her that the pain of the past will not be repeated, swearing that he will be the unwavering anchor she needs in the chaotic storm of her life. Electra sits beside him, her posture rigid, yet her eyes betraying a deep, swirling ocean of conflict. The love she harbors for Will is undeniable. It is a persistent flame that even the darkest betrayals have failed to extinguish. However, the psychological scars left by the recent upheavals are still incredibly fresh. She wants nothing more than to fall back into his arms, to believe in the beautiful future he is so desperately painting for them. But Electra is paralyzed by a profound need to protect her fragile heart. The trauma of being manipulated, combined with the horrifying revelation of Melissa Dillon's secret bloodline connection to her abuser, has left her hypervigilant. She listens to Will's earnest promises, desperately wanting to trust him, but the lingering fear of being blindsided once again keeps her teetering on the edge of indecision. She needs absolute certainty that a disaster of this magnitude will never happen again, a guarantee that Will, despite his best intentions, might not be able to provide. Unbeknownst to the emotionally entangled couple, a dark, malevolent presence is observing their every move. Sitting at the bar, nursing a drink with a white-knuckled grip, is Remy Price. With his back seemingly turned to the room, he blends into the crowd of partygoers, but his attention is laser-focused on the reflection in the mirror behind the bar. Slowly, deliberately, Remy turns his head, casting a chilling, unblinking glare directly at Will Spencer. The sinister look in his eyes is a terrifying indicator that his twisted mind is already churning with dark machinations. Remy has not changed. The predatory instincts that drove him to create those horrifying deepfake videos of Electra are still very much alive, now fueled by a burning desire for vengeance. While Remy's ultimate target remains shrouded in a dangerous ambiguity, the sheer hatred radiating from his gaze suggests that Will is squarely in his crosshairs. It was Will, after all, who played a crucial role in exposing Remy's heinous crimes and ensuring he faced the consequences of his actions. For a narcissist like Remy, that kind of humiliation is an unforgivable offense. As he watches Will tenderly beg for Electra's forgiveness, Remy's mind is undoubtedly calculating the perfect moment to strike, plotting a revenge that will not only destroy, but completely shatter the fragile piece Elektra is desperately trying to rebuild. The fact that Melissa Dillon and R.J. Forrester are still actively interfering in the couple's dynamic only provides Remy with more chaotic energy to exploit for his impending retaliation. Miles away from the neon glow of the bikini bar, a different kind of warfare is reaching its absolute boiling point within the opulent walls of the Logan estate. The battle for Hope Logan Spencer's professional soul and familial loyalty has escalated into a desperate, tear-filled confrontation. Donna Logan Forrester, acting as the frantic moral compass of the family, has cornered Hope in a final, agonizing attempt to stop a catastrophic chain of events. Donna is practically on her knees, tears streaming down her face as she begs and pleads with her niece not to accept the lucrative job offer from Katie Logan Spencer. Donna's fear is visceral and profound. She is absolutely convinced that if Hope signs that contract and officially defects to the Logan fashion house, it will ignite an uncontrollable inferno that will burn their entire family to the ground. Donna's desperate pleas are rooted in a deep understanding of the toxic, decades-old history that plagues the Logan sisters. She knows that Katie's aggressive pursuit of Hope is not just a savvy business move, but a subconscious, deeply entrenched retaliation against Brooke for the heartbreak caused over Bill Spencer 20 years ago. Donna sees the impending doom with terrifying clarity. Hope's defection will pit sister against sister, mother against daughter, and permanently sever the bonds that have held the Logans together through countless tragedies. She begs Hope to look past her immediate anger and see the long-term devastation this decision will unleash, pleading with her to value her family's survival over her corporate ambition. However, Donna's heartbreaking tears are met with a chilling, unprecedented coldness. As Hope listens to her aunt's desperate warnings, a sinister, almost unrecognizable expression settles over her features. The sweet, forgiving, and endlessly accommodating Hope Logan is gone, replaced by a hardened, fiercely vindictive woman who has been pushed to her absolute limit. Hope is acutely aware of the massive risks and the collateral damage her defection will cause, but the shocking truth is that she simply no longer cares. The relentless, condescending control exerted by Steffy Forrester Finnegan has completely eroded Hope's patience and her loyalty to Forrester Creations. With her beloved hope for the future line indefinitely shelved and her creative spirit suffocated, Hope feels she has absolutely nothing left to lose. More disturbingly, Hope's sinister demeanor reveals a deeply rooted desire to actively inflict pain upon her own mother. Brooke's shocking betrayal, abandoning their hostile takeover plan to sleep with Ridge and sending a diplomatic, praise-filled text to Steffy, has radicalized Hope in a way no one could have anticipated. Hope is furious, feeling utterly abandoned and used by the woman who was supposed to be her greatest champion. By joining Katie and Bill, Hope knows she will be driving a massive dagger into Brooke's heart, and she is fully prepared to twist it. Her sense of entitlement has also reached a staggering peak. She is genuinely outraged and in disbelief that Ridge Forrester did not demote his own daughter to appease her, showcasing a shocking lack of self-awareness regarding the Forrester family dynamics. Adding fuel to this raging fire is Liam Spencer, who continues to relentlessly sell Hope on the unparalleled benefits of joining the Logan brand. Liam is whispering sweet promises of absolute creative control, massive budgets, and the total freedom to execute her vision without Steffy's suffocating oversight. He paints a picture of a glorious, vindicating future where Hope is the undisputed queen of the fashion world, completely independent of the Forrester legacy. Concurrently, Katie is applying her own brand of intense pressure. Katie has made it abundantly clear that this is a fleeting, golden opportunity. She needs to lock down a new direction for her company immediately, and she issues a firm ultimatum. If Hope does not sign the contract now, Katie will be forced to move on and pursue other lead designers. Faced with Katie's ultimatum, Liam's intoxicating promises, and her own burning desire for retribution, Hope finally reaches the point of no return. The hesitation evaporates, replaced by a steely, unyielding resolve. It is becoming glaringly obvious that Hope will put pen to paper and officially formalize her new contract with the Logan fashion house. She might even leverage this newfound power to secure a position for Deke Sharp, knowing that Katie has no objections to expanding the team to ensure absolute success. This move will undoubtedly bring immense joy and a sense of triumphant victory to Liam, Katie, and Bill Spencer, who view this acquisition as the ultimate strategic checkmate against Ridge and Steffy. But for Donna, who will be forced to witness this signing with a look of absolute, paralyzed horror, it is the official death knell of her family's unity. Hope's shocking, vindictive decision is not just a family tragedy. It is a corporate earthquake that will trigger a massive public relations nightmare for Forrester Creations. Hope for the Future was not just a brand. It was a cultural phenomenon and a cornerstone of the company's youth demographic appeal. For the lead designer and the namesake of the brand to abruptly resign and defect to a direct, fiercely competitive rival, one that is already embroiled in controversy over Eric Forster's designs, will send shockwave through the global fashion industry. The media will ruthlessly scrutinize the internal toxicity at Forrester Creations, painting Steffi as an incompetent, tyrannical leader who drove away her top talent. The fallout will be catastrophic, leaving Ridge and Steffi scrambling to control a narrative that has violently slipped from their grasp. As the ink dries on Hope's new contract and Remy Price continues to plot in the shadows of the bikini bar, the landscape of Los Angeles is forever altered, setting the stage for a summer of unprecedented corporate warfare